Hello and welcome to JANETTE'S TV. I'm your host, Jeanette Burke, and today I have the pleasure of interviewing Eric Zuley, who's an amazing guy. He actually started out as an American actor in the state of California, and he wound up becoming the CEO of EZWay Communications, which is a multi-digital platform online that has marketing and media sort of mixed together. And it's really interesting, and I can't wait for him to tell you lots more about it. But that will happen in 1 second, because I want to remind you that if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and tell all your friends and family to follow us too. We'd really appreciate it. And in these pandemic times, we are working very hard to bring you excellent content and guests, but we would appreciate any donation. It's neither too big nor too small, to our Patreon link. And if you could support us, that'd be great. You'll find more about how you can do that with the link in the description below. There's another way you can support us, and that is purchasing a JANETTE'S TV and podcast sweatshirt, or you can get this also in a t-shirt, which I just showed you. And you have your choice. You can get it with the JANETTE'S TV and podcast logo and tagline, or you can get an inspirational saying made by me and one of my previous guests in a previous episode. You can choose your color, your size. It's very easy to follow. And then the best thing about it is it's shipped directly to your door, so you don't have to worry about any fuss. And again, you can find out more in the description below. So now back to my interview. Welcome to JANETTE'S TV and podcast, Mr. Eric Zuley. How are you today, Eric? Eric?
Oh,
No.
got to take the mute off. I'm supposed to do this. I'm expert technology guy. I don't even know where the mute button is. Hey, Jeanette, I'm good. Thank you so much for having me. It's EZWay Network, by the way, not EZWay Communications. And yeah, we do have a full-fledged social network and television distribution to over 400 million homes.
Okay, great. Thanks for sharing that. Now, I want to hear a little bit more about your backstory and what made you actually go from specializing in technology to being an actor, and to going back into doing what you do now. What all happened in between?
Well, I mean, my backstory when I was a kid, I got into sales. I think sales is really the beginning of everything that I'm doing now. Sales helps you to be a people person, communication skills, qualifying people. All of that is what really matters in being successful. And so as a kid, I started out early in sales with my little lemonade stand. Right. But then I went towards the microphone thing and interviewing people and getting to know people, but it turned into lead generation. And so from one microphone, I just kept networking with people over and over and over again. And then you got to have a platform. You got to have something that can actually capture that content so people can follow it and subscribe, which was the YouTube channel. So I created a YouTube channel called What You Need TV, which became in-house for Akon and Convict Music and a lot of big industry situations. And now today it has like 14 million viewers and a lot of subscribers. And then I created another brand, EZWay. And so I started from one microphone, interviewed a lot of different people. Then I got into events and PR and marketing, and I just dibbled and dabbled in a little bit of everything possible, because to be a CEO, you need to know everything to train everybody on how to do things. And so, yeah, I've just been a people person my whole life as a kid, and then turned it into a business and started helping people actually learn how to create their own platforms to do the same thing, and just kept duplicating that over and over again. And so now we have the Wall of Fame, and the rest is history.
So, but along the way, between becoming an award-winning social media influencer and being featured in some, pretty amazing publications, and actually co-writing a book with Riley Forbes on being an influencer and influencer marketing. Can't talk today. Along the way, you did some acting. and you actually, had a few roles. Tell us a little bit about that. So you say, you're a people person, you started in sales, you dabbled in all these things to be a CEO. Where did the acting come into play?
Well, when you're a people person, I'll tell you, Jeanette, it's all about who you know and how they know you. It's all about relationships. And I wanted to be a star when I first started. I don't really anymore, but I wanted to
You're a
be a
star in
star
a
when,
different way.
yeah. So now I want to make stars, and so when you meet the right people, opportunities just kind of present themselves. And I think that people just kind of related to me as a personality, as a good person, as a man of faith, and just kind of liked me. And a lot of people have told me that I have a character look. I've heard that my whole life. You have a character look, character look. So I've know people like my friend Romaine Simon, who gave me a great opportunity to be in Amazon Prime. I'm airing right now on Amazon Prime with Lester Spade. And then my friend David gave me an opportunity to be in one of my first films called it was a party film. I can't remember. And just friends of mine would literally just say, "Hey, do you want to be in this?" And I'm like, okay. So I'd go down and set and play around with it. And more and more opportunities would present themselves more and more. And then eventually I had a friend of mine named Ryan Torres who got me an agent with Venture IAB. And then you get an agent. And then that's kind of cool. You go to auditions for PlayStation, this, that, and all these different things. And I got really lucky to go to a big casting call. And it was for Axe body spray. And I don't know about you guys, but I use Axe. I mean, I'm an Axe fan. And when I went to that casting call, you have to always be unique in yourself. And
Hmm.
I was a rapper, actually. That's what I freestyled, and that's what I originally did. I had a studio and stuff. And the role, the casted role, was a music star that was a rapper. So everybody actually had scripts and all this fun stuff. And me, I didn't. I always, and I when I first started, I did the same thing. I always was unorthodox. I never followed the rules. I followed the rules to an extent, And so they wanted us to read a song. It was Biggie. I think it was Big Pun or whatever. And I asked him, "Hey, do you mind if I just kind of do my thing? Do you mind if I just freestyle?" And so I did. I killed it. And I basically booked this like major starring role that was in South America, and I became famous in that aspect, retrospect of things. And people started following me and all these things, and they thought I was the rapper. They thought I was the music star. Like, so yeah, it just kind of like just grows. And I've had many, many, many opportunities like that. But I think the biggest thing that's actually opened those opportunity doors, that actually got me the actual action that has happened, that actually got me on film or got me on TV or whatever, was the fact that I was always myself and I never follow the rules. I'm always just kind of doing my own thing. I always just do it the easy way.
So that's pretty amazing. Um, Tell me a little bit more about EZWay and why you started it and what makes it different from similar platforms.
Okay. Well, E and Z, if you notice the way it's made, you have the little E and the big Z. So the little E and the big Z, it looks like it's coming up, it's going higher, it's elevating, right? Well, that's what our business does. I'm a branding guy. So we design logos to go along with the business in a certain way. So it represents what we are. That's what we do, is we take you to the next level. We make you go higher. We give you bigger visibility. That. So, and letter E, letter Z is Eric Zuley. That's my name. EZ, Eric Zuley. And the way comes in. I've always done it my way, and I really don't care what you have to say. And believe me, if you don't have that type of mentality, Jeanette, it's hard to grow bigger, because the sticks and stones will eventually break your bones. They do hurt if you let them. But if you
I
if you
know.
if you don't let them hit you, and you just keep moving, then eventually it all comes together. Eventually you keep knocking on those doors, and eventually they're going to open. You just have to keep moving no matter what. And so the easy way is, my name's Eric Zuley. I do it my way, and I don't care what you have to say. That's EZWay. What makes it different is the relationships, is God. EZWay is God's way. The fact that we're proud of God. It's family oriented. We have a community called the EZWay family. The EZWay is not mine, even though it's Eric Zuley. Really, the brand is not mine. It's everybody else's. It's our community. It's what we've grown here. And everybody's utilizing it for their own benefits, for their own value, their own growth. And now we have thousands of affiliates and ambassadors and people that are using it. and it's become a major household name. And you'll see it next to the Oscars and the Grammys and all this stuff that we've been on media walls and this, that. You'll see it with all these. It's been branded to everything you can imagine, or at least what I was able to get it to, and other people was able to get it to. And so it's really grown at this point now. So it's kind of its own household name brand.
Congratulations. It is pretty amazing. I know I set up an account on the EZWay Walk of Fame. I love that. I love that name, Walk of Fame.
Wall of Fame. Everybody says hall, walk, or wall. It's Wall of Fame. Yeah.
Wall of Fame. I'm on there too. So,
We're glad to
but
have you.
Eric, what I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about this whole thing about monetization and how do you monetize things online. I deal with a lot of entrepreneurs and professionals and coaches, consultants, speakers, and book authors, similar to yourself, content creators who want to be able to monetize and build a YouTube channel or some other way of doing it. And with you and all your social media um, expertise, can you share some secrets on how one can monetize themselves, or at least, be better at promoting themselves on online platforms?
Yeah, sure, Gina. I'd be glad to. So to monetize and actually make money, you have to think about you have to think about it in two different ways. So one, you have doing media, doing a show and having fun and entertaining and building subscribers and all that stuff, which is the general way. Two, you have the business of doing it. So putting the overview, the actual, the outline of how you're going to monetize, how you're going to create a value for what you're selling. The only way to really monetize, I mean, you can sell advertising and try to do it the traditional way, but the only way to really monetize media from what I've seen that actually makes you upfront money is pay to play. Okay. But you have to make sure that you're providing that value that makes them a return within that pay to play service. Mm-hmm. And so there's a lot of different ways to monetize media. There's pay to play, there's advertising, there's licensing, there's coaching, there's a lot of different ways, and there's standard advertising. But when you're actually making money, you have to package. It's all about packaging and pitching correctly. So it starts with what? Starts with the packaging. So your package has to be on point. And the more that your package is on point, the more that you're actually developed. And when they look at your packaging, they're like, wow, you know your stuff more than I do. Then people are willing to pay you. So and then it also goes into the visibility and the third party validation. And just like you mentioned, all my accolades and stuff, you have to really have a lot of those accolades. You have to really have a lot of that credibility. You have to have a lot of that establishment, because then people trust it. Then they believe in you, and then they'll invest into you. So that would be some of my ideas and tips of how you'd monetize, your media or your show or your business.
Well, actually, you and I we have a lot in common because, that's exactly what I've done, right? I've packaged my expertise. I am in the media realm. I offer a media training course, and then that can lead to a spot on my show. But I don't want to make this, this interview about what I'm doing, because the focus is on you. But I just wanted to share that sentiment that, yeah, I hear you and I believe you, because I think the traditional way of doing things, with having a network behind you and sponsorship dollars, is kind of like passe, and we need to think creatively and out of the box in terms of how media. Like, I'm a big proponent of media and speaking working for a person to build their brand and their business, but doing it more in a more creative way, and looking outside the box and not relying on the traditional way. And you mentioned pay to play, and I think that that's a really big thing today. The days of I'm going to go on a media and speaking tour and I'm going to get all kinds of free media exposure are not so much anymore. Things have changed. So I think, entrepreneurs and professionals, they need to also get their head around that and change with the times.
Yeah, so, Jen, I mean, we have our clients right now are making 4 to 5 figures with the pay to play model. And so as long as you can, and the distribution helps a lot too. So if you don't have distribution, it's very hard to sell people on pay to play. Then I'll give you one more tip for your audience as well. Your website and your apps need to be on point. The platforms that the audience is going to, that's a really important piece. And I teach a lot about actually how to design and position your site and your apps to make, six figures. So put all that together, rewind this, and really think about, are you doing that? And if you're not, try it, see what happens.
So in your experience, Eric, and I apologize, there's a bit of a storm hitting and it could be affecting the Zoom. So there might be a little bit of shaking or what have you going on. In your opinion, what are some of the biggest mistakes you see on social media that are being made, and what would you do to correct them?
Okay. That's a great question.
Thank you.
First and foremost, don't post things that are not quality. Okay. Be very careful with what you're posting. And like, people post memes and graphics and flyers and stuff. Take the time to do it right, or pay somebody that knows what they're doing to do it right before you even post, because that's representing your brand. Don't post anything that's not quality, because quality creates monetization. A lot of people take some time and think about what you're posting. Benefit language is everything, because when you're posting something on social media to get a return, it's taking the time to produce it. Social media everything goes into producing, really, Jeanette. When you're doing an event, when you're doing social media, it's all a matter of how you're doing it, and taking the time to do it the right way. Do it the easy way, So when you're posting, really take the time to figure out what you're posting, why you're posting, what's trending at the time, what matters, and connects with the hashtagging and the meta tagging, and how you're going to get the most views on that post. Now, mind you, the algorithms have really, really changed, right?
And every day they're changing.
And we're actually a part of some organizations where we know every little milk and cranny of what happens, when it happens, like right when it happens. So do your research. My suggestion would be do a lot of research and try to stay up with the times as much as possible, because if you don't know what you don't know can hurt you in social media. If you don't know what you're doing and you're just posting, you're really wasting your time. And you're wondering, well, why am I only getting like no engagement? I'm getting like no views and whatever, because it's changing and you don't know what you're doing. Either bring a consultant on that knows what they're doing, or do your research to learn it, because it's on the internet. I guarantee you. You just need to take your time to learn it. And it literally is changing every week at this point.
Right. You're quite right about that. That's a lot of things I also talk about in my programming, which is it's complementary but yet a little different to yours. But the two key things that you said right now is, your image, your reputation, your brand is at stake. Do it right, or pay somebody to do it. And you were talking about distribution, and I think that's really important too, because as most entrepreneurs and professionals have a limited reach, in that they depend on their friends on their Facebook list or their LinkedIn list or whatever, and they need to get beyond that to reach new audiences.
Well, you need to have your own platform, really. You need to make sure that you're posting blogs on your own platform and then putting it on social media. Otherwise, you're giving away your money. You're giving away your
Correct.
views.
Correct. That is correct.
Yeah.
You should be sharing it from your blog. Eric, how does one get involved with having a wall of fame?
Well, Janet, thank you for asking that. We made it really easy on you guys. See right there where it says text EZWay to 55678. That's all you do. You text the letter E, letter Z, WAY, no spaces, to the number 55678. And what'll happen is you'll get a reply back on your text message saying, click this link. It asks for your name, phone number, and email. And then when you click on submit, it'll take you to the wall of fame. Then when you get to the wall of fame, you sign up, you put your username, your password, your phone number, your basic sign up credentials. And then it'll send you an email that you then go to your email, you click on that link, you activate your account, then you go and you log in and you have fun. You click on, account settings and build your profile, you build your, we give you the ability to promote yourself with your skills, your portfolio, your video, your links, your project that you got going on. You can post on the wall just like you do on Facebook and LinkedIn, and you just have fun with it. But the people that are actually on the wall of fame, Jeanette, are very high level six-figure income earners. So the people that you're networking with, it's about the quality, not quantity. We're not looking for quantity. We're not looking for millions of people. We're looking for 1,000 people that spend money. 1,000 people that can truly help people, 1,000 people that want to help people. If we get to 2,000, 3,000, 10,000, great. But we're more looking for the real quality leads that we can give somebody. And everybody on that wall really is quality. And what I've noticed as well, Jeanette, I mean, you want to get out there, there's no better way than to do it the easy way on the Wall of Fame and network with somebody that has a podcast like yourself. If someone's on the wall and they meet someone like Jeanette Burke and they get an interview, boom, they're getting all this new exposure. And then everybody on that wall has their own stages. I mean, we're getting ready to do multiple stages with like hundreds of our Wall of Famers. So these are platforms that are just going to do nothing but distribute you, expand you, and grow you. And then it's also attached to our TV network, which we haven't gone into yet. But it's kind of like a Viacom mixed with a Hollywood Walk of Fame, mixed with a Yelp, mixed with a Facebook, mixed with a Amazon, and like all these great platforms. I'm not saying by any means we're those platforms, but we're similar, and we've kind of put them all together. And what we are also doing, Jeanette, which is very interesting, is we're giving you the tools. A new version that we're building, your back-end dashboard, your actual profile will have the CRM, will have the tools that you need to actually develop and build and grow your business. And that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to provide the ultimate solution to make it a little easier on you with one login.
Well, it's pretty amazing. It sounds very amazing. Eric, when you have your Wall of Fame profile up and you want to be promoting something like an event you've got going on or whatever you want to promote, is there a cost to do that? Because I know that it's initially a free membership. How do the two membership levels differ?
Yeah, so it starts out with a free membership, which allows you to set up your profile, allows you to post for free onto the wall to our other members. Where the cost comes in is there's upgrades to be able to get more exposure, more marketing. It's just a vehicle. I mean, we're a marketing firm ultimately. We're a branding and marketing firm. We've been doing it for 20 years. But we just created a social network, a simple vehicle to keep track of. I mean, we got hundreds of clients now, hundreds of people. You got to have some sort of platform that can keep track of that for you. It gets really overwhelming when you get over 50 clients. And so now we have a platform that can do that. And people can't afford more than $50 a month. We know that, but you can go all the way up to 50,000 a month if you want. It starts with the Wall of Fame and then it grows into bigger campaigns. And when we do our events, you get thousands of people and responses. And most of the people that we do have in our system are making 4 to 5 figures, and they'll tell you that because of how we've designed our system. Even marketing companies, even big agencies are coming to us secretly to help their clients.
Wow. So when you say they're making 4 to 6 figures a month or 4 to 5 figures a month, do you mean in earning potential directly from EZWay, or do you mean because of the exposure that they get for themselves and their offers and their opportunities, and then they're networking with other people on EZWay who are high-enders that can afford their services? How is that 4 to 5,000 being made?
A little bit of both. You hit the nail right on the
Both.
head. I mean, the affiliate program, the more that you build a pipeline under you, you make money that way. But really, we're wanting to build your business. We want to make you shine online. We want to make you shine on television. We want to make you shine on stages. We want to help to build and develop your brand as much as possible. So we don't want you to make money with us. We want you to make money on your own and thank us. That's our objective. So a lot of our clients have their own business, but they don't have their own community per se. So we show you how to build a community and how to monetize from that community. So if you have a community and you make $1 and you have 1,000 people, you have $1,000 a month. So we show you a lot of the strategies and secrets. And then we also give you access to the relationships. If you have a show and you interview someone like an Omar Periu, which is one of our partners and has a show with us and whatever, and he's one of the founders of LA Fitness, and he's a celebrity and he's very big. Well, that's going to expand and grow your show because you had access to that influencer. So that's our objective. And we have like 300 something major name celebrities and influencers that are on the wall. And so if you get access to those type of guests, you're going to grow your show. And a lot of times people want to pay you then because now you're a bigger show. You're a bigger brand. You're a bigger situation. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of how the model works.
Okay, great. Well, I actually did that myself even before I got involved with EZWay and posting my Wall of Fame. I always believed that celebrities and interviewing celebrities brings more people, more community, more contacts, and ultimately more money and exposure. So I agree with
Oh,
you
totally. And
100%.
you're amazing yourself, Jeanette. All we're gonna do is make you more amazing. We're just gonna add to that. We're just gonna be a helpful hand to maybe pull you a little higher or whatever. Like we have, a lot of God-given gifts that have come to us, and we help people find their God-given gifts. I mean, there's a lot that I do just like you do, but there's always another doorway that you can walk through. And a lot of times,
Yes.
and I'm not trying to brag, but we're at a very, 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 very high stature at the anywhere from a 6-figure to even 11-figure income bracket of the types of people that we deal with. We have office facilities, studio facilities, sponsorships. I mean, we're making 7 figures as a company. We've been there and done it, and we're trying to help everybody else do it that are the right people that God wants us to hold their hand and show them how to do it. It's with us, it's all about the right quality and the people that we're chosen to help because we were blessed ourselves.
Well, I really like that analogy and philosophy because again there's where we're again in alignment. As I'm doing some similar things to what you're doing for the same purpose, but the way you put it, Eric, you've won me over. You can make me a bigger star any day of the week.
Looking
I'm glad
forward
to
to
be
that.
associated with you.
Back at you, Jeanette. Looking forward to that. Definitely, you want to get involved in this event we have coming up. We're working on a new idea, which is really just what's your experience been like doing it the easy way. So we call it the EZWay experience, and it's going to be a real big stage. Most of the people that are on a wall of fame are going to be speaking. Our alliances, our affiliates, and really it's just they're going to be sharing their EZWay experience and how we've helped them. But it's really to launch this new social network that we're working with Gucci Solutions, and we're building this similar Facebook, LinkedIn type situation, and we're really excited about it. So December 3rd through the 5th, we're doing this massive event on the water, on the ocean, actually in Newport, and digital on Zoom. So you text EZWay, you'll get all the information. EZWay
Okay,
to
when you
5.
say Newport, you mean California?
Yeah, we have
Okay.
facilities in Newport Beach. We have boats and stuff we bring clients out on and stuff. And we're doing more and more. We're building a studio out there. We actually have an app that we partnered up with that gives back to charity. So all of the community, as we work with them, you can download this app that as you're buying stuff from Walmart or restaurants or wherever, you're going to be giving back to charities that are involved with this app. You make money yourself by spreading the word, and the business makes the money. So it's a 3-way win basically, and they're working with us as the media, the development, the production, so on and so forth. But we have like all these events lined up, and I'm bringing all of my stars, everybody, all my friends, everybody I have is going to come down to this facility that's going to turn into this like really amazing place to just hang out with and meet great people, and it's going to be an exclusive EZWay membership type of deal. And so,
Mm.
love to have you
So
be involved.
maybe I should hope then by that time the Canada US border will be open and I could, with my double vaccination, come down there to California and be on one of those boats. That'd be amazing.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that you're going through that lockdown stuff, and be careful of those vaccinations. But yeah, no, we'd love to have you. We'll have a lot of fun, and by that time, who knows where we're going to be with this app. And I mean, we have like 40 affiliates, Jeanette. That's another way that you make money is you get attached to all these different relationships, and they give you anywhere from 10 to 50%. So it's all about lead generation and sales, but we just come up with a very unique way to give that value to everybody else. And I would love to have you. Yeah. And all your fans, all your people out there. And I'm honored. And by the way, if I may, I wanted to actually give a gift to your audience as well as yourself.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
So if you see right here, we have my show, the Easy Talk Live show. I've had a show for uh 20 years. I mean, I started out with the Easy Show. It turned into Easy Talk Live. I've been in studios with Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. I've been on KXLA, KDOC. I've done my show for a long time. I've interviewed over 2,500 celebrities, and everyone from Anthony Anderson to Kevin Sorbo to Bill Duke to Sharon Lecter to Forrest Riley. You mentioned her. I'm co-author with her book. I actually have my own book, The Influence Effect. I've done all this amazing stuff. God's been good. So I want to give a gift to your audience to be able to get a chance to come on to my show, which I do charge $5,000 to be on for 20 minutes because of how established it is. And it does reach 4 million homes. But sometimes when I get, you got to appreciate the blessings that are bestowed upon you. So being on your stage, I appreciate it. So I want to give that blessing to your audience. And if you text EZWay to 55678, you'll be able to get on the Wall of Fame, and we'll pick one person that did text, and you'll receive a text if you won for you to come on to my show. I have the creator, and she has been known to be the owner of the Matrix and the Terminator film franchise. She's coming on tomorrow, actually. I have just all these amazing people that are, the girl that was on Miss Parker Friday, Price is Right, Catherine Bradley coming on, and just these amazing fun people. We have a blast, and it's the most fun that you're ever going to experience. But you being a part of it, that's the best experience these way you're going to really get. So you'll be like a co-host with me, or you'll be interviewed or whatever. We'll do something really fun, and one of your fans can win that if they text EZWay to 55678. And believe me, you will get out there and you will have the biggest names in the industry knowing who you are.
Well, that's a very generous offer, and I'm glad that somebody will have that opportunity. I'm also glad that I'm already booked to be a guest on your show in
Yes, you are.
another couple weeks.
Yeah, well, we're looking forward to having you on, learning a little bit more about what you're doing with and how you've built and grown your podcast, and I love hearing the challenge stories of what people go through.
Okay.
And I will warn you, Jeanette, you've never done an interview with anybody else like what you've never done it the EZWay yet. So, it's going to be fun, and it's not going to be like
And
a normal.
I'm looking forward to it. And believe me, I've had challenges getting to where I am, but I've got there. Nothing kept me down. So whatever you want to ask me, feel free. I'm happy to share. I think it's the challenges in life that people go through and survive that are the best stories of all, and they really motivate others to keep on maintaining their dreams.
I got a big old smile on my face, guys, because see, Jeanette doesn't know me, and you never, ever say whatever you want to ask me, go for it. That's the worst thing it's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, but trust me,
Okay, there's
I've been
two
in
things
your
I
hair
don't
for
answer.
15 years, and
There's
I'm
only
gonna
two
set
things
something
I
up.
will not
I'm
answer,
gonna
Eric.
no, you can't backtrack. Nope, you can't backtrack. You said
You're not
that
allowed to ask me
whatever you
certain
want to
personal questions. That's
ask,
it.
right? That's what she said, right, guys? She said whatever I want to ask.
Yeah. Okay. Within
We're gonna have fun.
reason. How about I put a little qualifying thing within reason? Okay. No, I'm looking forward to it, Eric. And we're at the kind of close here. Is there anything else you wanted to add into this interview before we have to say goodbye?
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, guys, the biggest thing I want to add, and I always do add on any interview I do, is keep God first. No matter what you might be going through, whatever situation, that's what's helped me get through a lot of situations. I almost died when I was 13 years old, and God saved my life. My dad almost died twice of lymphoma cancer. I've had a lot of people that have miraculous miracle type of stories. And, we want to hear your stories. We want to get to know you guys. So, don't be shy. And the biggest thing I've learned, guys, is when you watch an interview like this, and you're on the other side right now watching me. Action takers are money makers. Take the time. It takes a couple minutes to get on the Wall of Fame, get connected, get on one of our groups, follow whatever. Just get involved and just check us out, and we'll have a blast together. I look forward to meeting you guys. I call this the digital handshake effect. So nice meeting Jeanette's audience, and thank you, Jeanette. And I appreciate you so much for having me on. We do a big awards show too, so I got my eye on you. We do a big awards show. We're on our third year coming up. And people, we have the Sharon Lechter Award, the Frank Shankwitz Award, the James Dentley Award. We're talking to Les Brown. Like we're gonna have a blast together. I can see the future. We're gonna have a blast.
Well, it's been fun here, so I can only imagine it'll be a lot more fun in the future. I want to thank my guest, Eric Zuley, for being here today. He's certainly imparted a lot of great information, a lot of wisdom, and certainly a lot of things to consider when building our platforms and our brand and our business and growing and becoming more celebrity like. And I want to thank you for being with us too. Please remember to like and follow and share all our posts. You will find us everywhere: Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Vimeo, Pinterest.
Wall of Fame.
Wall of Fame, I'm there too. I was just going to say it. You took it right out of the words right out of my mouth, Eric. Wall of Fame. You name it, we're there. And we're also on iHeartRadio and Apple and uh, BuzzFeed. We're like on 13 different podcast distributions for Jeanette's TV and Jeanette's TV podcast. So you will find us everywhere, including EZWay. And until next time, continue to be fabulous. This is Jeanette Burke, your host, signing off.